iPhone 13. It's coming. Sort of. Welcome to the channel. To stay up to date with all the Apple news and for loads of tech reviews and lots of exciting content, make sure you subscribe and press the bell so you don't miss any future uploads. If you like longer form content, if you're looking for a new podcast to listen to, my podcast, the Tech is Hard podcast, is live. Season 3 starts very soon, so don't miss that. Link in the description. Okay, Apple iPhone 13. It's on its way. We know it's going to happen within the next couple of months, usually around the end of September, start of October release, judging on past dates. But there's a million videos out there. You've all seen them already. iPhone 13 leaks and rumours and all this. There's loads of people doing it. I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to talk a little bit about what we know already, but I'm going to talk about in this video what I'd like to see as well from my personal point of view, being an iPhone user for the best part of a decade. A new report out this week, some new rumours, some new leaks, some new information we're hearing from TrendForce, who are generally about 75% accurate, according to Apple Track. If you haven't checked out Sam Cole on iUpdate and Front Page Tech, I'll link all the channels down below. We get a lot of their information from those guys. They're really reliable. Generally, we're going to get 120 Hz display. This is what we're going to find out only on the Pro models though, which is a little bit disappointing, and LiDAR sensor will remain exclusively to the Pros as well. The ultra wide lens is going to be getting autofocus, so that helps with low light photography, also helps out with macro photography. I think we're going to get portrait mode on video as well. I think you'll find that comes out this year. A smaller notch, we're going to reduce the size of the notch by the sound of it. It's going to slowly reduce over years until they finally get rid of it, and then they'll introduce a new one which will be huge. You know that's going to happen. It looks like the Mini's sticking around. The Mini's torn, it's divided opinions, but it looks like it's going to stay around. A lot of the big YouTubers like the Mini because of its form factor, and I never tried it, but it's something that does intrigue me, so hopefully we'll see the Mini again next year, and I might give it a go. Also, there was rumours that we're going to get 1 terabyte of storage, but that doesn't look to be true at the moment. I think they're going to stick with about the 512 gigabytes. The 1 terabyte was rumoured to be introduced so we could store those ProRes files, but it doesn't look like it's going to be happening. Those are all the sort of different rumours that we've seen. Let's just talk about what I want to see in the iPhone 13. First of all, it's not going to be called the iPhone 13. I think people aren't going to buy the iPhone 13 because of superstitious reasons. I think it will be called the 12S, and I think that report is right from most of the big YouTubers. So the 120 Hz display, once you try 120 Hz like on the iPad Pro, it's really hard to go back. It's so nice, so smooth. So the iPad Pro display is the best display on a mobile device in my eyes by a long way. I prefer to see the same processor just kept in the iPhone. It was fast enough this year, and have a higher refresh rate screen. This would make a bigger difference than just updating the processor again. Apple know this already, and it all depends on supply shortages that we're seeing, all sorts of hardware this year. For instance, I firmly believe Apple just threw it in there, the M1 chip into the iPad Pro this year, simply because they couldn't get their hands on a new chip, develop it, get it made in time. Having ordered loads of M1 chips for the new Macs that are coming up over the recent weeks and months, I just think they had loads and loads of M1 chips left over, so they just threw it in, and then hence what we didn't see was new Macs at WWDC. We're expecting new MacBook Pros. Because they threw all the M1 chips into the iPad Pros, I think that's why we didn't see new Macs at WWDC 2021, but that's my theory anyway. I might be wrong. Well, probably will be. The other thing we're going to see on the iPhone 12s is improved battery life. The iPhone 12 that I've been using over the last few months was frankly, well, awful. Granted, I use it a lot. I listen to a podcast in the morning while I'm driving, the Tech is Hard podcast, obviously. YouTube during the day as well, along with a bit of social media. Then I stop while I'm at work, and then more in the night I use it a little bit as well. I wouldn't say I overuse my phone, but you can guarantee by lunchtime that battery is down by 30% easily. So the good news this year, all the big boys, all the big YouTubers, all the leakers are sort of reporting at least a 10% increase in battery life on the iPhone 13, 12s, whatever it's called. This will come at a slight sacrifice to the design. It's going to be a little bit thicker, but Apple are getting very good over recent years at making new chips far more efficient, which will further increase the battery life of the device. Take a look at the M1 chips again for the MacBook's example, with those ridiculous improvements in the battery life. That's what's going to happen in the iPhone this year. I think they'll increase the size just a little bit, the battery life will be a lot better, and obviously the efficiency will improve. We're going to get the obligatory camera improvements this year as well. There are rumours of they are working on a night mode, even an astro mode for taking astrophotography. The focus will be on improving that low light performance, hopefully about 35% improvements in low light performance according to reports in the new iPhone 13 12s. Ultra wide will be improved to f1.8 according to reports from f2.4, and this will not only improve the low light even more, but they will also add like a macro mode to the software as well. So that's apparently coming. Rumour has it that Apple are working on something called Warp. This is supposed to be some kind of active tracking, much like DJI's active track for subject tracking. This would be, well, awesome. They've dabbled with it a little bit in the past with the new features in iOS 15 with the FaceTime on the iPad where the camera tracks you as you walk around. So yeah, that'd be awesome. We are not losing the notch altogether, but it will slowly be getting smaller. The return of Touch ID on the power button is something we saw on the iPad Air this year. With the increased use of masks and potentially definitely going to be carry on using masks in the future, then I think you're going to see Touch ID on the iPhone this year. More colours are rumoured, maybe a pink. We've seen a pink rumoured, and the possibility of having the nice matte black, a really nice coloured matte black coming back to the iPhone. I think, was it the iPhone 7 Plus that had matte black last time? That was the last time we had matte black colours. We're going to see that this year as well. Will they release those two new colours? Well, we're going to have to wait and see. But as far as design changes go, that's it. We've got we had a big update last year with the squared off design, so it's going to be another couple of years before we see an update. Expect the notch to slowly disappear, and that's pretty much about it. So all in all, the iPhone 13 or the 12s, whatever it's called, is going to be another incremental upgrade this year, but pair this with the new features we know are coming to iOS 15, we can safely say the iPhone 13 will no doubt be Apple's best phone yet. What new features are you looking forward to this year, and are you excited for the iPhone 13 12s in 2021? Let me know in the comments down below. But for now, that's all we know. Hopefully we're going to see some of these upgrades. Definitely going to see the 120Hz display. I think we're going to see some improved battery life, which is imperative. Some incremental camera changes, some other rumours, some small design changes, and that's pretty much it. I think we're going to wait now until we see the iPhone 13 come out, until we do any more rumours. Everybody's talked about it quite a lot. Hopefully you like this video. Until next time though, take it easy. Bye guys.